Hello, my name is Adam Greenlee. I'm a sound designer in the gaming industry, and in this video I'm going to break down the work I did redesigning the in-game audio of Unity's 3D GameKit using only the Unity audio system. Unity's 3D GameKit is a free, wonderfully made vertical slice of a third-person video game that is available in the Unity Asset Store. It comes complete with built-in quality 3D models, animations, and level designs, and is intended to be a tool for developers who are looking to grow their knowledge of the Unity game engine. I set out to create an audio redesign of the assets in the GameKit for that reason, and for the reason that the default audio package definitely has some room for improvement. But as I started to do some designs and explore this GameKit, I found myself having fun digging deeper and deeper and going beyond that initial approach idea. But the first thing I did was I created an asset list and procured a quality audio converter, since Pro Tools does not have the ability to bounce out OGG files, and I began designing some new assets to replace in the game. Footsteps, weapon swings, health boxes, crystal switches were some of the first things I replaced. However, I quickly realized that the main character Ellen's vocalizations were covering up the presentation of a lot of the redesigned assets. Since I had no plans to record voiceovers for this project, and because I had a goal to leave no default audio in my version of the game, I decided to simply remove these vocalizations. Instead of hearing a grunt, we now hear a jump sound. Instead of cries of pain, we now hear a damage sound. While it would have been nice to reincorporate custom voiceover emotes into the game, I decided to focus on my showcasing of the stylized sound assets instead. Beyond removing vocalizations, I also removed this enormously displayed tutorial text, and I deactivated or attenuated the way oversaturated and sort of incorrect sounding reverb zones that were placed throughout the game scene. I also removed the game music, since that might be a whole other redesign project. And lastly, I took out some of the odd background ambience drones and environmental aspects like this howling wind that doesn't seem to fit the calm, scenic nature of the alien planet that we're exploring. To redesign the sound of the chompers, these little enemies you encounter, I manipulated recordings of my own voice. Since these little guys seem to be like an alien mixture of dogs and frogs, that served as my baseline layering. I then used effects like EQ, pitch shifting, and a tremolo effect to get the final sounds. For the rest of the game sounds, I utilized a combination of sound effects libraries and Foley to create batches of stylized sound assets to use in the game. These assets were created with techniques like layering, time shifting, pitch shifting, shaping, splicing, EQing, and of course applying special harmonic and modulation effects. As things started to get dialed in and replaced with my sounds, I ended up going beyond the seek and replace protocol and began tweaking audio settings on game objects such as attenuation curves, volume levels, and spatial blends. I also added a few new game objects with custom elements to the game as well to handle some additional sound functions that I felt were missing in the existing demo. One of my favorite features is that I created a few large box collider objects to serve as zones wherein the player would hear different types of background animal sounds. When getting closer to the creek, we begin to hear alien frog sounds. When viewing the ocean from certain areas, alien ocean creature sounds begin to emerge. And when we enter the temple ruins, alien birds and monkey sounds become part of the ambience. In the end, I still feel that using an audio middleware tool like Wwise or Fmod would be a bit more ideal than implementing directly into Unity, as it allows for greater complexity and systemic balancing without relying so heavily on scripting. However, all in all, this is a very fun project to work on, which really allowed me to gain a deeper familiarity of Unity itself and its audio capabilities. Thanks for listening, and be sure to check out the full gameplay video above.